Hello student, today we are going to continue our second chapter, sexual reproduction in flowering plant. In my previous video we have discussed about post-fertilization, and in post-fertilization two events are involved: development of endosperm and development of embryo. We read development of endosperms, that endosperm developed first because it provided nutrition of developing embryo, and after that embryo is developed. So our today topic is development of embryo. Student, egg is present towards the micropyle end. So when the male gamete is fused with the egg cell, it forms zygote, which is towards the micropyle end. So always remember that development of embryo occur towards the micropyle end of the embryo sac. And the zygote goes through various cellular differentiation and division in order to produce a mature embryo, and this is called embryogenesis. So here we are talking about two type of development of dicot embryo and development of monocot embryo. First of all, we read development of dicot embryo. Student, we all know that zygote is diploid and single cell. Okay, the first one, zygote is diploid, zygote is single cell, and first division is mitotic division, in which two daughter cells are formed, and this division is a transfer division and unequal division. Why I am talking about unequal? Because one cell is larger than the other one. So the larger cell is a suspensor cell and the smaller cell is a embryo cell. The suspensor cell, after doing several transfer division, form the neck-like structure. Here you see this is the neck-like structure, and the last cell of this suspensor cell is called haustorial cell. Okay, actually the uses of these neck cell or these suspensor cell to push the embryo towards the embryo endosperm, because developing embryo get their nutrition from endosperm. And these embryo cell form the proembryo. Firstly is divided longitudinal division, then transfer division, and after that periclinal division. Here you say in the periclinal division the outer layer is formed, outer cells are formed. This is 4 cell stage, this is 8 cell stage, and we call it proembryo. And the outer layer is dermatogen, that means it formed the epidermis of this embryo. Okay, and later on cotyledons. And the cell which joined suspensor cell and proembryo, here hypophysis cells. These cells actually formed root cells and root cap. Here the cell which attached to the proembryo, after doing several division, formed root cap and root tip. And this outer layer formed cotyledons. And here procambium primules and ground meristems. Student, this is the globular structures, and after that it formed the heart shaped structure. Here you see this structure after bulging. Here this structure after bulging formed a heart shaped structure, and here the primules is present. Globular structure and heart shaped structure, and after that it continuously divided and formed cotyledons. Here this structure is called horseshoe structure. It formed 2 cotyledons and 1 primules, and this one is a suspensor, and this part is radicle. Okay, and after that it developed into a complete seed. Okay, what happened here? This is the cotyledons. 2 cotyledons and primules are situated here. And student, epicotyle, the part which is present upside of the cotyledons is epicotyle, and hypocotyle, which are present lower the cotyledons, is hypocotyles. Then the radicle and root cap. Here you see this is the structure of the seed. 2 cotyledons is there, and this is primules, the upper part. It forms primules where the shoot is arised, radicles where the root is arised, and this is cotyledon. 2 cotyledon is present in dicot, and this is a seed coat, testa and tegments formation, and micropiles where it is germinate, and hilum. After that we read development of monocot. Student, Development of dicot embryo and monocot embryo in their starting stage, it is slightly similar. But in dicot, zygote after doing mitosis division form 2 cell stage. Same here, 2 cells is formed, but one cell is not divided and the second cell is further divided again in 2 cell stage. Okay, so how many cell is there? 3. Zygote is divided into 2 cell, larger cell and smaller cell, and one cell is not further divided and the other one is again divided into 2 cell. So here 3 cell stages formed. After zygote, 3 cell stages formed. Always remember suspensor cell, middle cell and terminal cell. Terminal cell formed cotyledons. Middle cell formed plumule and radicals. Suspensor cells push the embryo towards the endosperms. Okay. Here you see the cotyledons is formed after doing longitudinal division, transfer division. This terminal cell formed this cotyledons, and the middle cell formed primules, radicals and a root cap. Okay, this middle cell, and formed such type of the structure. Here you say primules, and the outer layer formed the cotyledons, and hypocotyle. Hypocotyle is a part which is below the cotyledons. This one is a radical and suspensor cell. And this is the complete structure of monocot embryo of grass. Student, scutellums is a modified cotyledon in monocot. Okay, scutellums is a modified cotyledon in monocots. And after that, coleptiles. Coleptiles is a covering of primules. Pseudapex, that means primules, and primules covering is coleptiles, and radicals covering is coleorhiza, and this is root cap, and the covering of the radicals and root cap is coleorhiza. Okay, scutellums is modified cotyledons because monocot has single cotyledons, so it's modified into scutellums. Then coleptiles covering of primules, pseudapex, radicals, root cap, and the covering of radicals and root cap is coleptiles. I hope you understand. Now endosperm and non-endospermic seed. Endospermic and non-endospermic seed. Student, if the endosperm is totally used by the developing embryo, then the seed is developed and this seed is called non-endospermic seed. And endospermic seed, when the endosperm is present, it is not completely used by developing embryo, it is called endospermic seed. If the endosperm is present in a seed, mature seed, it is called endosperm seed, and if it is absent in mature seed, it is called non-endosperm seed. So endospermic seed, the endosperm is present in a mature seed and serve as the food storage organ. Okay, and non-endospermic seed, the cotyledon serves as a sole food storage organ, as in the case of pea. During embryo development, the cotyledons absorb the food reserves from the endosperm, and the endosperm is almost degraded in the mature seed and the embryo is enclosed by the testa. In short, we say that endospermic seed have the endosperm because it is not totally utilized by developing embryo, so mature seed have endosperm. So such type of seed is called endospermic seed. And non-endospermic seed, if the endosperm is totally utilized by the developing embryo and the mature seed didn't have endosperm, endosperms, then it is called non-endospermic seed. The next one is food. Student, fruit can be divided into 3 categories: simple fruit, aggregate fruit, and multiple fruit. Actually, simple food is when the fruit formed from the single cell. Okay, when the fruit forms from a single ovary of a single flower. Single flower is there and single ovary. Single flower have single ovary. If this, you know that food is developed from the ovary. So student, simple fruit is developed from the single ovary. Okay, if only one ovary is there in a flower, then if the fruit is formed, this is called the simple fruit. Aggregate fruit, a fruit from several ovaries, okay, of a single flower. Apocarpus. Apocarpus condition, when more than one carpel are present and they all are free. Okay, so if one flower have several ovaries and they form the fruit, this is called the aggregate fruit. And multiple fruit, a fruit from for the ovaries of a flower born in a compact inflorescence. That means whole flower, compact inflorescence, complete inflorescence. Okay, the fruit unite as a maturity. For example, jackfruit and pineapple. In multiple fruit, all the inflorescence are forming the fruit. Okay, simple fruit, only one ovaries in a single flower. Aggregate fruit, several ovaries of a single flower form the fruit. Multiple fruits, the fruit is formed for the ovary of a flower born in a compact inflorescence. The next one is true fruit and false fruit. True fruit, it is the fruit that is formed from the fertile ovary of the flower and ovules get transformed into seed. That means the fruit which is formed by the ovary, this is true fruit. And if other than ovary, other floral part also present in a fruit, this is called the false fruit. False fruit arise from the other floral part of the ovary. For example, apple. You know the edible part of the apple is thalamus. Okay, so in true fruit only ovaries developed into the fruit, and false fruit other part of the flora is also developed in developing fruit. Ovary formed the fruit, but in false fruit other floral part is also formed fruit with ovary. Okay, then parthenocarpy. Student, parthenocarpy is a process in which without fertilization fruit is formed. Some fruit developed without fertilization, and this is very important, student. Okay, what is parthenocarpy? Parthenocarpy is a process in which fruit developed without fertilization, and these are called parthenocarpic fruit, and the example is banana. When the fruit is developed without fertilization, such food are called parthenocarpic fruit, and this process is called parthenocarpy. Fertilization is not take place here. Okay. For example, banana. Parthenocarpy can be induced through the application of growth hormones, and such fruit are seedless. Seed is not formed because fertilization is not there. So we use it in artificially also. Okay. Special mechanism of reproduction. Flowering plant have evolved a special mechanism of produce seed or to develop many embryo for single fertile egg. And this is apomixis. It's given in your NCERT book also. That what is apomixis? Apomixis, class, please understand that what is student, please understand that what is apomixis. It is the form of asexual reproduction that mimics sexual reproduction. That means it is a type of asexual reproduction, and it pretend that it is sexual reproduction. Okay, apomixis is a asexual reproduction and it pretend like it is sexual reproduction. That means fertilization is not there, because fertilization is occur in sexual reproduction only, and apomixis fertilization is not there, so it is asexual reproduction, but it like sexual reproduction. Okay, here you see that seed without fertilization, seed produce, but they produce without fertilization, because seed is there, so we think that it is a sexual reproduction. Okay, and it does not involve formation of zygote through the genetic fusion. Student, in apomixis seed is formed, so we say that it mimics sexual reproduction, but fertilization is not there, so it is a asexual reproduction. So if someone asks you that what is apomixis, then you say it is form of asexual reproduction that mimics sexual reproduction but produce seed without fertilization. It does not involve formation of zygote through the gametic fusion. and it occur in some species of grasses. I hope you understand. In apomixis, seed is produced but fertilization is not occurred. So apomixis is a asexual reproduction, but it pretend like a sexual reproduction. Okay, and the next one is polyembryony. Polyembryony, when more than one embryo is present, two embryos is present, more than two embryos is present. Polyembryony is the phenomena of two and more embryos developed from a single fertile egg. Okay, and polyembryony occur regularly in many plants, and it is also occur in animal, but in this chapter we are talking about only the plants. Okay, actually student, when we read the structure of ovules, nucellus cells are present. In embryo sac, sometime what happen? Embryo sac where egg is present, other than the egg cell, nucellus cell is also enter into the embryo sac, and because they are already diploid, so without fusion they behave like an embryo, the zygote, and formed embryo. So these cells which enter into the embryo sac and formed so many embryo. Male gamete and female gamete fuse and form zygote, and after that embryo is developed. And sometime nucellus cell which is already diploid without fusion and fertilization, they enter inside the embryo sac and formed embryo. So in such type of the fruit, so many embryo is formed. Okay, in plants, such type of the plant, so many embryo is formed. I hope you understand. So student, I hope you understand that polyembryony is a phenomena of two or more embryo developing in a single fertile egg. Okay, because sometime nucellus cells which is already diploid enter into the embryo sac and behave like an embryo and developed embryos. So many embryo is formed. So this is called polyembryony. This is all for today, student. The second chapter is completed today. In my next video, we start the human reproduction.